Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Urchakwadash. Giving double honors to the elders and apostles here at Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Peace and salutations to the sincere brethren. I came out there on the highways and byways pushing this truth 100% sincerity. Peace and salutations to the few and the sincere sisters who believe in this gospel, right? So I want to entitle this lesson, Your Faith Will Be Tested. And got the inspiration for this lesson for some events that happened this week. And, in these events, my faith was tested, also along with me, another, brother from the camp, right along with me. Both of our faith was tested at the, exact same time in the exact same situation. And, it just gave me the idea for this lesson to break down how important it is, man, to always be faithful, to always be ready, always be praying, always be in that spirit and mindset that, whatever may come your way, man, I'm going to call on the name of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and that's going to show your faith and your belief. You know what I'm saying? And, that's exactly what went on. Really, it was this past Monday. Just had a little situation, situation that me and the brother was in. Maybe one day I'll tell the full story of what happened. But all in all, man, that day or that night, really, our faith was tested, and we had to solely rely on Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, because that situation was in his hands. There was nothing me and the brother could do. Once we were in it, we was in it. It wasn't nothing we could do ourselves to get out of it unless we had righteous intervention from Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And that's exactly what happened, right? So I'm going to start off here in Matthew chapter 6, verse 25, and it says, "Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body more than raiment? Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? Which of you, by taking thought, can add 1 cubit unto his stature? And why take ye thought for raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. And yet I say unto you that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Wherefore, if Yahweh so clothe the grass of the field, which today is, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you, O ye of little faith?" Right? And again, it says, "Therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek, for your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things. But seek ye first the kingdom of the heavenly Father and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof," right? So basically what this thing is basically going into allowing the Lord's will to play out, allowing Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai to take care of you and to give you the things that you need, because the Lord already knows what you need before you ask of him. But what the Lord requires of us is to rely on him for those things and not seek things of our own means, not seek things of our own doings, or seek things outside of him to provide what we need, right? And there's going to be situations where there's going to be a test of your faith. There's going to be situations where there's going to be a test to see if you truly have faith and if you're truly relying on Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai or not. And there's going to be a situation where there's nothing you can do. You know, when the Lord tests your faith, literally there's nothing you can do about it. And, you know, what me and the brother went through this past Monday night was a clear example of that, man. It was a clear example of that. When the Lord is going to test your faith, there's nothing that you can do about it. But, you know, relying on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the Lord is going to make a way for you. The Lord is going to make a way for you to escape whatever troubles that you may be going through. You know what I'm saying? So you got to believe. That's where belief comes in. If you believe, if you truly have faith, and if you're truly relying on the Lord, when these situations come up, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to turn to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and plead for his help. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know, have faith that, you know, whatever the Lord's will be is what's going to happen. But there's going to be a better way. There's going to be a way out. Even if the outcome may not be desirable in that moment. You know, if you truly have faith and you truly believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, hey, there's going to be a way out, man. There's going to be something better coming along down the line. You know what I'm saying? So you have to believe. You have to show your faith. You have to, you know, be ready in those days when those tests come. You know, because there's going to be soon. We're going to come where, you know, these are just practice tests, right? These are just practice tests. Very soon, when all hell breaks loose, during Jacob's trouble, during, you know what I'm saying? When all things are just going haywire and it's crazy out here, man. That's going to be the real test, because it's really going to be life or death at that point, right? If you fail the test, it's just going to be over for you. You know, you're going to be gone. You're going to be back in the spirit world. You know what I'm saying? So these tests that we run into, man, these things that we come into right now, these are just practice tests, right? The real tests are going to be, you know, when the MOTB hits, you know, when Jacob's trouble hits, when all hell breaks loose, when society is turned upside down, man, and you know, when these, you know, these psychotic, moronic people are running around out here killing everybody and stealing and breaking into homes and doing all of these things that the scriptures describe that they're going to be doing in those days, that's going to be the real test. Because if you fail that test, in those days, man, it's just going to be over for you. So take these little small tests, which they are serious, right? You will be in some very serious situations with these practice tests, right? But they're to get you ready for the real thing, man. Right? So let's go to Luke 17, starting at verse 1. It says, "Then said he unto the disciples, It is impossible, but that offenses will come, but woe unto him through whom they come. It were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and he cast into the sea, than that he should offend one of these little ones. Take heed to yourselves." If that brother's like it, let me skip down a little bit. Verse 5, and it says, "And the apostles said unto the Lord, Increase our faith. And the Lord said, If ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye might say unto this sycamore tree, Be thou plucked up by the root, and be thou planted in the sea, and it should obey you," right? So when you look at a mustard seed is a very, very small seed, right? It's a very, very small seed. But the tree that comes from the mustard seed is one of the largest trees known to man. And that's the kind of faith that we have, right? Where we can take a small thing and with faith, turn it into a lot, right? So for example, let's say in that day, you're homeless, you might be disconnected from brothers for a time, you might not have food, you might not have raiment, just as, or clothing, just as the scriptures say, But if you have just a little bit of faith and belief, you know what I'm saying? The Lord can turn all of that upside down and increase you at your last end and increase what you need to have. You know what I'm saying? And give you exactly what you need. But that also has to come with faith, man. You got to have faith. You got to believe. You got to really believe and really rely on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah for these things, man. You can't just, it can't be for play. It can't be for play. It's got to be for real. You know what I'm saying? Now let's go here to Daniel. Because Daniel, had to go through these things, right? He had to go through these things himself in the lion's den, right? So look, this is the Daniel chapter 6 and verse 16. It says, then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the den of lions. Now the king spake and said unto Daniel, thy power whom thou servest continually, he will deliver thee. Right? Even the heathen knew, because Daniel had so much faith. You know what I'm saying? And he was an example to the king of Persia. I believe this was the king of Persia at this time. That the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is real. Right? And it says, and the stone was brought and laid upon the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own signet and with the signet of his lords, that the purpose might not be changed concerning Daniel. Then the king went to his palace and passed the night fasting. Neither were instruments of music brought before him, and his sleep went from him. And the king arose very early in the morning and went in haste unto the den of lions. And when he came to the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel. And the king spake and said to Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living power, is thy power whom thou servest continually able to deliver thee from the lions? Then said Daniel unto the king, O king, live forever. My power hath sent his angel, and have shut the lions' mouths, that they have not hurt me, for as much as before him innocency was found in me, and also before thee, O king, have I done no hurt, right? So Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah delivered Daniel from the lion's den, right? And that's not all he did, right? The Lord brought Daniel food, right? And we can see this in Baal and the dragon or the three holy children, right? The Lord used a fellow prophet, Habakkuk, to deliver food to Daniel, right? And it says, now there was in Juri a prophet called Habakkuk, who had made pottage and had broken bread in the bowl and was going into the field for to bring it to the reapers. But the angel of the Lord said unto Habakkuk, go carry the dinner that thou hast into Babylon unto Daniel, who was in the lion's den. And Habakkuk said, Lord, I never saw Babylon, because Habakkuk was in Israel. I believe he was in Israel. Right, Salakia. And I think I had the I believe Habakkuk was in Israel. And I think that, and brothers can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that Daniel was still in Babylon, but the Persians had already taken over. Right. And it says, then the angel of the Lord took him by his crown and bare him by the hair of his head, and through the vehemency of his spirit set him in Babylon over the den. And Habakkuk cried, saying, O Daniel, take the dinner which Yahweh have sent thee. And Daniel said, thou hast remembered me, O Yahweh, neither hast thou forsaken them that seek thee and love thee. So Daniel arose and did eat, and the angel of the Lord set Habakkuk in his own place again immediately, right? So, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah sent Daniel food using a man of the Lord, man, another prophet, to bring Daniel food, for his well-being. And that's the same thing that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is going to do for us in these trials, man. And especially when all hell breaks loose, man. Because when all hell breaks loose, man, the Lord is going to do miraculous things for his men and the elect. So, but in order to receive that, man, we got to be faithful now. We got to be faithful beforehand. You know what I'm saying? So, Lord willing, this was edifying, straight to the point. Giving all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Giving double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Shalom.